When Scott and Janet Pettit were found dead after their bedroom had gone up in flames, police soon discovered it was no accident. Police quickly eyed the couple's son, Brandon, after one of the neighbors said he was strange. The alleged motive? To inherit his parents' money. But his sister says there was no motive for him to kill their parents, adding Brandon loved them and actually benefited more with their parents alive. She even said Brandon had an alibi the night of the fire, working the graveyard shift as a security guard. But investigators were soon tipped off to another suspect by Brandon himself, Felix Valverde. In his first interview with police, Brandon mentioned other friends, but failed to mention Felix. As they searched Felix's apartment, police found keys to the Pettit home, their wallets, a box of ammunition, and 7 spent shell casings. In his second interview with police, Brandon admitted he had given Felix bullets in the weeks leading up to the murders and had also given him $100 just days after the murders. But Brandon denied it had anything to do with the murders. And Brandon also made a stunning admission. He said a month before the fire, Felix threatened to kill his parents unless he paid him $10,000.
So he tells you he's going to kill his parents, you give him ammunition, and then you give him $100. He said he had paid his bills and needed some money. I had $100, so I figured I'd help him out until he got paid. To the guy that just was threatening to kill with your parents if you didn't pay him money, you're helping him out. Matter of fact, you're hanging out with him afterwards, all buddy-buddy. I didn't believe he would actually do it.
Police quickly arrested Felix and Brandon for the murders, but Martha Carlton Magana, an attorney appointed to represent Brandon after his arrest, suggests police should have handled the interview differently, pointing to Brandon's Asperger's diagnosis, which he received in high school.
Do you believe they were taking advantage of his condition?
I think they were doing what they always do, and because of Brandon's condition, he was more vulnerable to that kind of interrogation. Everything in that second interview needs to be taken with a grain of salt.
Even though the physical evidence connected Felix Valverde to the murders of Scott and Janet Pettit, prosecutors argued that Brandon was the mastermind. A former federal prosecutor 48 Hours hired to look at the case says the totality of the evidence shows Brandon planned his parents' murders.
The keys were given to him by Brandon, and that was so that he could access the house, so he'd get into the house and kill his parents easily.